Man, listen, it's crazy that people really had the audacity to be running their mouth about noise when this woman downstairs got a bird to be screaming at any time of the day and dogs that be barking, period. Like, my nigga, like, people is so crazy in their minds. They think you really listen. As soon as them birds make a noise, I'm gonna be like, hey, man, I don't want to hear them birds. I don't want to hear them birds. Shut your birds up. I don't want to hear them screaming. I've been working all day. Yeah, I don't do the lady on there was running her mouth too much, man. I'm like, well, I got a box on here saying this dumbass shit. Hey, listen, I'm out there, man, because I'll slap the shit out you. You just talking, sweetie. I don't do all of that. You ain't never even scrapped before. And I don't do the disrespect. I kept calling you ma'am. Like I'm telling you as a prof, like you actually talking about the two people I trained in their gyms. I call rec in their gym. Like, what is you talking about? Like I literally call rec in these people gym, ma'am, and you acting like man, if we talking about Floyd Mayweather's skill set fighting anybody, man, these niggas can't see Floyd. They trash. What is you talking about? They're not even doing pay-per-view numbers. Man, and that's why I just exited out of Norb's John. I'm done. I just go to my own John. The lady even came up here bothering me talking about the screaming. Like I don't care, nigga. Like it's in the middle of the day. Your birds be screaming. I can't wait till they start screaming. I'm gonna just politely go to her. Hey, listen, I'm not trying to hear your birds none of the time. None of the time. Yeah, like you bugging. If Pacquiao could fight Barrios, Floyd can't fight Tank. like, like, that's why I had to get off of there because I don't do the fake boxing. If we gonna really talk about it, I'm gonna talk about it. It's gonna be about skill for skill. And if you don't know that, then you don't know that. And then that's what I gotta do say. Cause I ain't here for the fake corny shit. I'll bounce out at any time. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. You know, this lady came and had the audacity to talk about, can I stop yelling? Cause she gotta work. The lady downstairs. Dog, the lady down, see how this shit, you see how a cat can just come right to your face? The lady downstairs with them loud ass birds and them dogs. And it's in daylight. It's daylight. Huh? I, bro, I just kind of shoot her off like, yeah, all right, and came back and started doing my thing. Cause, man, if that's the case, I don't want to hear them birds none of the time. Yeah, like, what are you talking? Your birds literally be down there screaming. Like, man, like, it's the audacity of niggas. That's what I'm saying. Like, the audacity of niggas, bud. Like, man, nigga, kick rocks. Like, you tripping. Like, I don't know why people get to tripping, bro. And that's when you gotta just they be trying to test your emotion. And it's just like, why we even don't do that? I wasn't, blood. The door was just open. She no, she because she could be claiming I hear you yelling every morning. Man, I don't care. It's the morning, man. Get your ass up, put some earphones on, do something. People work from home. Which I don't care. Like people, that's a woman thing. That's why she be by herself. They want to try to control everything. Hey, bud, go sit down. Those birds be down there cackling so loud, screaming. I don't listen. Nobody wants to hear that any time of the day, and the door be open. He's scaring me some. Yeah, like come on, blood. Like, what are you even talking about? No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't break no pay-per-view records. Floyd versus Tank will do regular numbers. And that shit regular, blood. Now, dude, listen, blood. People don't even have the skill set. This is why I kept it all a skill. This nigga telling me to chill. Like, you all gotta chill. This Norris telling me to chill. And that's the thing. Niggas on here, I don't care who mindset she got. She don't have a boxer mindset. So it don't matter what she talking about. That's why I don't be on these fake boxing podcasts with niggas who ain't never boxed. Because if anybody was on their podcast like a Malinaji or somebody, they'll be shutting up. And then she'll be like, oh, okay. She don't even know. I kept saying, hey, man, I box and I boxed in a gym as a professional. What is you talking about? Like, skill for skill, them little niggas can't even fight. They can't fight like that. They too little, man. Like, it's literally videos of Floyd training Javante. Floyd can is still can get and do all his workout. Like, just to even think you know that and you never boxed and you're trying to argue that, that's why I get up off that John. I don't be on there. I come up off of there. I don't argue with niggas who ain't never boxed. That ain't nothing I do. It don't make no sense. That's why you keep saying I don't understand why or how or at this age when I keep saying, well, Bernard Hopkins fought till he was this age. These other fighters used to do this. Why Floyd wouldn't be able to do it? Pacquiao be doing it. Like you wouldn't know it if you boxed in their 40s. Late. When they said they was out of their primes. They really tried to entertain that you can't argue or beat stupid people live in delusion. That's why I got up out of there. I can't argue. You can't argue boxing with me as a professional. You never did it. So it sounds stupid to you because you never did it. And to keep doing that will ruin the piece because you're not gonna be louder than me. You ain't even, and then that's what little cuz just said. Hey, he wasn't even yelling. He wasn't even yelling. Listen, I can't wait to hear them birds screaming. I don't care what time of day it is. I'm gonna be like, hey, I just got off work, man. I don't even want to hear that. Quiet your birds down. Niggas is playing their music loud all throughout the day. Now you want to come up here, hey man, you only get one time. You only get one time. I got up out of there. Listen, the skill set of Floyd Mayweather today at 45 is too much for Gervonta Davis. We're talking about Floyd Mayweather, like George Foreman, Bernard Hopkins, somebody who still has the skills and the faculty. We're not talking about Floyd Mayweather himself. We're talking about the skills of a Floyd Mayweather. There's nobody with no, there's nobody. So that's the case. You saying that at 47, Gervonta could be Terrence Crawford, and he can't. Nothing. These people think that a person with the skill set of Gervonta Davis can beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can't because he doesn't have the skills to beat a 45-year-old Floyd Mayweather. He doesn't. Yeah, like that's not a joke. Like I know they think it's a joke in their mind. But these people who never got no work, they never got no work. So it's kind of like, what are you talking about? You never got no work. You never got no work. You never got nothing. You never did this. You never did this. But you telling me about something that you never did. You never boxed before, but you trying to tell me how somebody's skill sets gonna match up in a boxing ring at any age when boxers been fighting Bernard Hopkins and all these, but George Foreman, like, and then you really think that somebody with the skill set of Floyd can't beat the skill set of a Gervonta Davis when Gervonta Davis doesn't have crazy skills. It's you never boxed. So how would you even understand it? Why are you trying to argue about things that you never did? That's why I don't be on podcasts like that. I just let y'all argue about that and sensationalize that. I don't really do that type of stuff. One, I don't do that, blood. I don't even do that. Listen, man, niggas think it. Listen, he think he doing Orion, but he don't know those are made men. You don't listen. You don't do anything with those guys. Those are made. I know a made man when I see one. You don't get busy with them. I'm not saying that. They young and silly. They young and they don't know no better. They haven't done no proper research. See, that's when you got to understand where that research come in. You got to do your proper research on who you're dealing with. You got to. You can't play with that because you're dealing with made men. You don't want to do that. It's not a good idea. Hey, listen. He is neither is Mace. No, neither one of them. And listen, and Cam is really not for play, bro. He is really not for play. Cameron Giles, he ain't for play, bro. He listen. I've seen him on DVD slap niggas up. He don't play like that. I know it. I know that Aquarius type of energy. He ain't for play. He's not. That's why he'll go straight in on you. That's why I've learned some of that from Cam because it's like, man, blood, what? And like people think I be trolling, but then when I notice when I'm in the public, ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Hey, blood, that ain't like you don't get to be trying to. You don't mind your business and chill out. People, I done been to cities and people have called me in their gyms, and I went in there and showed out. You don't. I'm not for play. That's how I know Cam ain't for play. So it's just like, man, what is you talking about? You gotta chill. You gotta chill, dog. Shakur, you a young man who need to chill. People gonna be calling you like, hey, bro, you gotta chill. You gotta chill. You have to chill. And that's what I'm telling Norbs. Hey, blood, you gotta chill. And that's why I had to put him like I don't do the disrespecting when it comes to the boxing on these platforms. That's not a thing for me. She literally just heard what I said on here. You gotta just know who you dealing with. Like it's crazy that people be literally trying to argue with somebody who actually did something. Like that world is crazy. But then I'll be like, hey, blood, you boxed. So how would you actually know if Floyd couldn't do this or not? And you never boxed before, you never trained as a boxer, you never did nothing. You not in shape now. So how are you trying to tell someone, you know what, let me get my pull-ups in? Like how you trying to tell me that? How you keep trying to tell me that? That don't make no sense, dog. That don't make no sense. It makes no logical sense. You never did this. I'm in Hotep. Ahanaten. I'm Hamza. They're my peoples, though. Ahanaten was Tutankhamun's daddy. But yeah, blood, like, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, blood, you ain't never got no work, but you explaining how to work with somebody ago. But I gotta go. I'm out. I'm here. I keep telling them, I'm here for the technical boxing. That's all I'm gonna talk about. If we talking about matching up those guys, skill for skill, I'm gonna break down how even at the age of 45, you can't see Floyd Mayweather, and he's done. He's done. He's done. You know, he texting me. I know you do, cause I'm gonna flame you on my channel, blood. I'm gonna get you on the channel every time, and I'm gonna just go on my own, John. Let me get you. My shoulders tired from taking my hair down. This lady talking about somebody screaming. Man, go have a seat. Like, why people just, you know what? Let me just chill out. It's just like, man, what is we talking about? Floyd's skills? We talk about that all the time. And it's just like, why is these people like, how am I stupid for knowing boxing and because I did it? Like, man, I gotta go. You're tripping. You're bugging. I'm gone. Dog moms in Cali is an epidemic. They salty and they everywhere bitching and complaining. Damn. You call lady downstairs a dog mom? Yeah, that's crazy. Complaining like, hey, blood, I'm working. I don't care what you talking about. As a matter of fact, hit my cash app. Hit my cash app for the lady beefing. Lady trying to beef with me over my lives. Like, when can a brother just do a live? Like, I'm working. Where's you leave me alone? That's when people just can't, they just cannot stop bothering you. I thought it was gonna be all good because her animals be downstairs making all types of noise. That bird would just be screaming with the door open and just screaming, laughing, doing all times. Hey man, she was dying, man. I'm not even. First of all, it's not. I don't care who you are. Did you box? Did you box? Did you box? If you didn't, then it ain't nothing to talk about. You're not even making no sense. That's why I'm just like I gotta go because we're not talking about nothing. Every time I try to talk from a professional standpoint, is like you talking about man. I don't think I don't believe. Yeah, I know you don't. You never did this. Yeah, that's why I don't do that. Everybody can do they Skip Bayless now. I'm not about to skip Bayless with you. I'm not doing it. I'm not skipping that Bayless with you. Nope, not even close, buddy. We're not doing it. We're not even doing it. I'm not gonna skip no Bayless with you. That's not a thing because you never did this. You gotta chill out. Sharif Lawal just that's why niggas be dying. Cause they wanna be in this delusional world about something they never did, but like you never did this before. You gotta chill with your mouth. People didn't die, blind, aneurysms. Like Floyd was just not too long sparring one of them folks on that jaw, busting his pack. Like that's how I know you don't know boxing, because you get in there, you get some sparring, and you right back. It's just like, what are you talking about? He still be running and doing all of that. Yeah, bro. They listen. It ain't just about them. It's about people who not active. You not active. You not. I'm doing pull ups right now. I'm getting my pull-ups in as we speak. My leg lifts. Like, is you tripping? We still working. Like, it's all about movements, but then understanding at some point you got to keep your brain still, but you got to move your body, keep that blood flow. But at the like, if you're not even, you never, we that's just on that level. Now, if we take it to actually doing something professionally every day, you never did it, but you're telling me how it's gonna work. You're telling, hey, listen, blood, I gotta go. You bugging when you do that. I gotta go. I'ma holler at you. I gotta go. I'ma holler, blood. I'ma go. I'ma holler at you. Cause you can't be serious. Why you got this box on here saying it's done? Like, man, what? Uh, you're not making no sense. How what I'm saying don't make sense when you never did nothing. You not in shape right now. You don't box. You ain't out here getting no work, man. You bugging. Like that'd be crazy. That's crazy talking. That's the crazy talk that you gotta deal with in certain spaces. That's something what you gotta deal with in these spaces. Cause that don't even make sense in the real world. And I'm done living in that world. I don't do it anymore, buddy. That Cash App is up there. Hey, listen, I'm not doing the weirdo talk and all of that. I'm done with that. I don't do that. I don't do the weird talk on these platforms. I keep the same energy. He not gonna beat Tank. Like everybody, it's crazy the niggas don't know boxing.
Comedy. I mean, this man is pure comedy. I mean, shit, he just as funny as that new Eddie Murphy movie I seen on Netflix, man. This shit funny as hell. Like,
Yeah, blood, I be having to get up off of there when they don't be making no sense. That ain't my thing. I gotta go, bud. I be having to get up out of there. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll bounce. These niggas be doing too much. You ain't even did this. That's what Bud. Everybody, and then when the border wars come, ain't nobody trying to scrap. Say, man, gone. Y'all ain't about to do nothing for real. If anybody could just get a pro license, then why you ain't got one? And everybody be saying stuff like that, and then I'll be like, well, why don't you get one? Why don't you join us? Where's the excuses? See, I didn't make none too. I ain't make no excuses. I just got out there. I just got by any means necessary, even when they ain't want me to get no work out here in the bay. They wasn't trying to help a nigga get no scraps. I said, all right, it's good. I'll find a way. Found one. Niggas is mad. Niggas are trying to find my way with me. Coming where I'm at. Gotta get them legs, let's see. Yeah, dog. No, but I already knew Diaz would beat him if he won, because he throw too many punches and he can take a shot. I sparred Nick Diaz before. That's my man's. So that's what I'm saying. Like I did MMA, but you gonna just act like that don't matter either? Like, oh, he didn't do the real. No, I did MMA. He just went to bed. And it's like, what do you say? I did that too. Jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, wrestling, boxing. I did it. It's on the ground. I mean, it's on the net. I did it. So it's just like, what? You gotta chill. That's something I don't even think is on my gram. I might need to put that on there. It's Physical Power Day. I might have to put that on there. I don't think I might have to take a cop picture of that. Cause that I don't even think that's on my gram. I'm gonna have to throw that on there real quick into. We gonna have to throw that on there. Yeah, dog. No, my dude was running his mouth like MMA was gonna be something hard to do if I got in. And then get in the cage, you scared of the cage. I got in the cage and smoked him, man. I was about to smoke another one. I don't know what I was doing. I was just having fun. It was like I was 30. This is like a week before. This is like a week before I moved to Cali. Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Staying warm in there. I'm gonna have to post this today. What's up with DJ Parenti? What's good with my guy DJ? We just out here kicking it on the gram, doing a little boxing talk, my G. I was just talking about how I be on these platforms, DJ, and they really be trying to argue boxing, and they never did it. It's like arguing cannabis with you. It would be stupid. The cultivation of it. I learned a lot about cultivation of cannabis from my man, Mr. Parenti. He's a guy I used to train. He used to be he actually had professional pitching. He was a he had professional pitching talent and size. You know what I'm saying? My man DJ was real. Had a mean right hand too in the gym. Like we used to be on the mitts every Saturday at Harrison. He had a mean right hand. He really got his technical skills together. He was nice with it. Athlete. And had a good sense of breaking things down for the layman to understand so that you can have something for yourself to learn. That's what he used to do. You gotta excuse me, my hair deep. I took my hair dry and go out and I just took it down. So I'm just paused. I mean, DJ. Chilling in San Diego. Don't argue if you don't know. This is a real one. Listen, my man DJ, I tell you, like, I really put in due diligence to learn things. Like, and my man DJ is the coolest guy. Yeah, see, we just chilling in the town. Like, I don't be in San Diego. They be arresting nationals, and I renounce my citizenship, DJ, and I'm an American national. I know I was telling you that before, and I was showing you that bond money. DJ is the first person I sent him that bond to, and I was telling him I was looking for some investors and some credit to get my business credit higher because I got an EIN. They don't have no business credit on it. Boom, boom, boom. And it's a trust, a foreign private trust. Yeah, I started a foreign private trust, created a bond so I can just not be liable for in the tax market. Be or you know, those tax information or something else. IRS is telling me I'm asking for a return that I'm not entitled to, and that is a lie. You know, I was just watching that MMA John is still going on. Everybody, my homies is there. Sleep. And then yet they think it's a joke. It's crazy. They be thinking it's a joke. Listen, blood, I'm gonna just be 100 with you. Like I really used to be smoking people boots, and that type of energy is not really made for um, California for real. It be smoking out here, but you got to be kind of chilling because you want to be careful. Shakur Stevenson should go to Mayweather Promotions, and on top of that, he should train with Floyd and really learn these things. Hey, listen, and we'll be seeing another video of Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr. training a Gervonta, a Tank, Abdul Wahid, a Devin Haney, a Shakur Stevenson. And he will single handedly have trained all of these people. He will be have trained all of these people, dog. Then what? Then what? It could happen. It very well could happen. It's something that could happen if he goes to Mayweather Promotionals. If he goes to Mayweather Promotionals. Yeah, this is why when they was talking on we was on Nora's podcast, every kid kept they wanted to talk about something else and your fights are boring. And I said because he think he got the skills he don't have. Like it's very intricate things he not doing in there that would make it easier for him to score and do other things if he got those things together. It's just the things I seen in this fight. Like when he was even in the pocket in spots and he was throwing the left hook, like I keep saying, he wasn't throwing it, coming around, throwing it to the body, come up, double jab, pull, come back, come. He don't know how to put them pieces together. We don't do no scientific boxing where we doing these crazy no. You 1-2, slip the jab, come back with the left hand. Now, if you left-handed and you going against right-handers, then you got to do it a little different. Yeah, hold on. My client hit me because he's trying to get some body work for Aaron today. So yeah, like it's just different when you boxing and you really know what's going on in there, and then you get to talking about, well, how would this fighter you think today? I don't think I know. Like, where do you think he gonna come down to his weight, blood? If Floyd was to come back to boxing today, he would still be the biggest draw. He would still do so. Y'all not even talking real boxing when it comes to the business of it. Gervonta don't even have the numbers to dictate nothing that Floyd wanted to do, ever did. Even Floyd come back, you say, man, you fight me at this weight. If they was doing an exhibition, it'd be the same thing. And it wouldn't make no difference. Floyd would be neutralizing him the whole time. Like Gervonta is small. And it's different when you in there with Floyd. Like a person with his skill set. Like I kept trying to explain it, like James Toney was in there at this age boxing, slipping it and still working. Like, bro, you're tripping against another professional. You're bugging. You're not thinking clearly. Hit my cash app. You can't be thinking clearly because it's Floyd. You can't be thinking clear. Yeah, these dog moms is different. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, nigga. Like, my niggas be donating to the page, so I gotta keep the work going. Even if they wasn't, I've been doing it before I learned how to get in there when they was hitting the super chats. Before I found out YouTube take all your bread, take 90% of your revenue on the super chats. Niggas don't even know that. You gonna do the super chat? Oh man, I wouldn't do that, blood. YouTube take 90%. You bugging. Why would you do that? That's not kosher. They don't need all of that bread just for her, man. They getting everybody like that. I need my cash appy, so I'm about to get me a new printer. My printer lacking. I done printed too much money on there, so now I gotta get it going. I gotta get that HP printer. Let me get that HPZ. Just get an HP printer and call it a Dizzy. Yeah, like I'm trying to hear, but far as this boxing talk, um, yeah, Floyd Mayweather's skill set is too crazy out here to think nobody can somebody one of these 20-year-old like, no, bro. You done got one of these guys hurt. Talk about he been retired for this long and all of this, man. Y'all don't understand boxing. Man, you just gotta realize the people who never boxed before, they don't understand that if you can physically do it and your body's intact with a good diet And these different things, man, you can get work. Like there's you that's why yeah, they talking about age and their mind. They're like, I'm just keeping it 100, 1,000, trill, real. I'm just telling the truth. The truth is the reciprocation, the reciprocal relationship of things and the whole as fixed by nature. So think about that. The truth is the reciprocal relationship between things and the whole as fixed by nature. Nature fixes it. It's fixed by nature. The reciprocal relationship. If you in a correct diet, if you've been keep your body is intact through your diet. Floyd's diet doesn't look bad. He's never blown up out of weight or anything. He still can get on the jump rope, work, train, do anything he needs. He's a freak in training. And that's the thing. You can't do nothing with cuz. And no time. He ain't old enough to be pulling that chat. You have to wait till Floyd get like 52. Then you can be like, yeah, he too old. Nigga, I'm 43 and can still get out here and work and get on the mitts and get where I'm young. Like I could still do that. So like and as a professional. And then he's like, you think you better, hey blood? If I could box now, I'll be smoking these niggas. They cannot fight. They can't fight. It ain't got nothing to do but getting hit hard or nothing. I've been hit hard. Now I'm at a lighter weight. And my defense is crazy. Man, I'll bust these little niggas packs up off mid work and squats. It wouldn't even be long because I'll be going to their guts. I ain't got to run around and do all that. We gonna be in the middle, and you gonna be moving, and I'm gonna just be like, nope, come back over here. Nope, boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna be freezing you, doing all types of moves to you, controlling you in the middle, and you gonna get tired before me. And then I'm gonna start coming to you, and the whole time I'm gonna be going to your body. I ain't gonna get too carried away. It's just very simple how to break these young guys down because they don't even know how to use their jabs. They don't know how to use their jabs. They don't know how to use no jab, but they gonna beat somebody who had one of the best jabs in boxing. Yeah, I know it's Tulu Chahuti in here because it's about omniscience. My weight right now, hold on, let me weigh myself. It's a good question, cousin. You got scales right here. Let me break out this just the scale we be in here playing. They be in here using these. I got mad scales. Let me weigh myself. Better let it calibrate. Right now with clothes on, I'm 146.6. That's pretty accurate. Right now, and that's because I've been eating. And listen, I've been eating. Like, and I don't be eating meat. This is the way where I'm at my froggiest. Like, if I was fighting at this weight, I'll smoke you. I'll smoke you because I'm gonna be able to lose that little water, and then. But now I'm gonna eat up though. I'm gonna be eating mad fruits, and so I'm gonna be hydrated for the fight, and then I'm gonna get in there and smoke your boots. 146. I had to, that's what I'm telling you. I'm 5'8" and a half ish. 5'8" and a half ish. 146er. So you gotta think about that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get in the middle. Yeah, you gotta think about that. Like I'm 5'8". So I'm 146.6. That's the weight I'll be at. Like before, I used to be walking around at like 170, 168, 165 when I was boxing because I wasn't vegan. So just the thing now, as a vegan, 5'8", a legit 5'8" and a half. I'm not just saying because there be niggas who be short and they be like, I'm 5'8", and I'll be looking at them like, no, you're not, because I actually be getting out the scale. Like, um, and that's the same. I seen Shane Mosley was at that weight, so and a lot of them guys started at 135, but my legs is bigger. So at this weight, I'm just strong at this weight. I was always the size of a welterweight. So if I was in there, I'll break them down. I will break them down. Them guys too small. Shit, even Khan and them was Timberto was too small. They was too small for real. It wasn't really that big when you actually get in front of a real welterweight. Like you be like, damn, you kind of small. Like, especially if they're not. And I was in the lifting weight still, but even at this weight, when you see them, you be like, they be still kind of small. Like, and they really, if it would seem like they punch it hard, but they really don't. You can feel if it's heavy or not, or you know what I mean? It might have some speed, but when you're that small, you probably got decent power, but it really don't be like that. People don't know how to differentiate power. Said I seen Hamza in person, 147, a couple years back. Yeah, it's like I wouldn't have to walk boots down. I'll box his ears off because he can't fight coming forward. Sean Porter and Keith Thurman is small, blood. I was in there with Sean Porter. He little. Fly in here. He little. Sean Porter little, blood. Sean Porter small. He's smaller than me. Them guys is little. Keith Thurman is too. He ain't that much taller than Sean Porter. Keith Thurman like 5'7". People don't know that. Like Keith Thurman little, bro. He a little guy. Keith Thurman is teeny in there. Keith Thurman is a little guy. Keith Thurman is a little guy in there. I get them leg lifts in. Keith Thurman is a little one, and the show is shine. Like I've been in there with Sean Porter. I could never get to work. I could never get the work that I needed to. I only had like 2 rounds, but man, I'm telling you, it would have been getting in there with me, a left-hander. It would have been bad because he already did. Well, the middle four he did with this one dude, he wasn't really that nice, and he was just in there beating him up. And then I got in there. I should have said, let me get two. I should have did a round robin. Let's go 2-2. He tried to do four. I should have just gotten. I would have been in there, young, 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 cracking him. But when I did get in there with Sean and I started letting them combinations go, His dad was like, "Hey, Sean, I want your hands up when you in there with him." That was his exact words. He tried to let a combination go. He tried to come in and start working to the body. I just got right low with him. Yum 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 yum. Start letting them hands go in there. Hard shots, turning everything over. And I had on them white fighting gloves. Them, well, you will get knocked out because they was broke in perfect. Crack you with them. I don't know because he don't train for real. So Bobby Light saying, "Where do Boo Boo go?" Man, I don't know because you need to get a real coach. His style hasn't evolved. That's why he hasn't gotten better. He still be doing amateur stuff in there too. All that boxing, you got to be training. Your style got to evolve. Your style has to evolve over time. Your style has to evolve. Top three brand gloves. I love Grant punchers and Everlast punchers, but Reyes that Floyd wore versus Zab were good. I like Winnings. Winnings is my favorite fight gloves, and then I like horsehair gloves. So those Canelo gloves, boxing is life. Then I'll be wearing them or the Grant horsehair joints. Any horsehair glove like Grant or Winning. No, even the win, I wear the Winnings because they I could punch hard without hurting my hand. So I'll probably wear the Winning eights or them horsehair Grants. Either one of them. Yeah, Demetrius stayed stagnant. He never evolved his style. He never evolved his style. He just never got better with his style, dog. He just kept the same style. You know, I go up in the store today and she be talking about that. This is hey man, Africa had history before Islam, before the study of Islam in the book. But Africa created the understanding of the Lam chakra as a great as he needs to work on that. Hamza, what gloves is the best for defense at 154? Winning. Oh, you talking about like sparring or what? But because I be wearing when I was um getting closer to like um being down boxing, I was wearing like these old 1940s gloves, like and they was real puffy, and then I'll just be being able to block and catch and protect myself for sparring, and they was made kind of like horsehair, and they was puffy, but then you could still punch in them, like they had good give, like they was some. I got them upstairs. They some actually good gloves, like they great gloves for pro boxing work. Winnings, winnings is the good gloves just for boxing and sparring. If you hit in the bag, you should be wearing bag gloves. But if you sparring, if even on the mitts, you should be in bag gloves or the gloves that you fight in, so you can be turning your punches over and not slapping. Um, Other than that, you should have on them bag gloves. Um, but just for training, and I mean bag gloves and like not tens to no bag gloves are the old school mix. You should be wearing those. I got mad pairs. Um, there's no other gloves you should be wearing if you're really trying to have hands. Yeah, winnings is the gloves you should have. You gotta invest. Like I have mad winnings gear. I gave my gear away. Like I don't even care. And I was like, man, I ain't sparring. I had this stuff. I am through ski. Then I used to come up on winnings gloves and sell them to Mexican cuz they used to be buying the winnings. Then, like I said, I gave my headgear to Dion. They got a brown leather collector with the bar. Then I got a pink one. I start wearing the bar, keeping people from punching, hitting my eyes. And then, but before I used to have a winning headgear. That headgear was real. Yeah, no, like I got pictures. I had the all gold winning everything. Is you tripping? All gold everything. Coming to listen, going to the gym. I had the all gold everything, and nobody was ever trying to get work with that. They was not trying to get work with that all gold everything, dog. I was like, man, I can't wait to pull out this winning gear. Nigga, getting work in the bay. I'm pulling out that gear. Let's work. Now I'm working you with the headgear, the gloves, the cup. And I had two sets, black and gold. Yeah, I don't, I wouldn't. He took money to wear them, and he can't stop nobody because he be slapping when he punch. He got to turn his punches over. Like he be moving too much when he punch. He got to turn his punches over and sit down and rip. Slow down when he punching. Punching is a technique, cause you don't just even if you don't have the power the tank got, it's still ways that you can be maximize your punching power. Say you put me onto the Adidas gloves, Ricardo Pinell, my bro, for dudes with garlic butter, sleep on them. Yeah, I listen. I wore some rivals. I like what hurt my hand and nose. And then what gloves I wore after that? I had some Everlast on because they was kind of hard, and I could and when I get my hand wrapped, they was kind of hard, so I can protect my hand through the glove. But I wanted to I fought on some eights before. Anytime I fought at eights, you going to bed, bro. Like I ain't even about to. That's what I'm saying. Like with them eights on, you're going to bed. Cause I'm gonna be trying to line. Now that I know boxing, I'm gonna be lining that chin up, having my hands up, bang, bang, coming across it and trying to check that chin, bang, bang. That's when you learn how to see boxing. Sometimes they be making a mistake. They make a mistake and hit the chin because they just be swinging. No, when you actually touching the chin over and over, you break their chin down. You breaking them down. Said, did they overturn Margarito beating Cotto with the plaster stuff? Cause they doing Ryan dirty. That G Floyd stuff ain't cool, but still, I don't listen. I'm not even concerned. You got to deal with it. Whatever you did, it'll come to the light. Whether you, it's just your attitude. You got to change up your behavior. Your behavior. That's just not. His behavior is whack. You got to fix that behavior in the public. You got to. The behaviors need to change. They're not kosher. You got to get those together, buddy. Those just was getting him bagged and tagged. His behavior in the public. You got to chill out. When you blurt out anything that you know you don't mean or you're doing it for the cap, it comes back. This is why I be telling people, just you gotta stop just saying anything. Like when you're doing things for sensational, sensational. It's the same thing for certain passions emotionally. It comes back because gratifying those things are not good. Period. This man said, dog moms don't be doing nothing but be bitching. Hey, they dog moms. The female dog. It definitely is. That's why you got to be careful with your mouth. Pause. You got to be careful what you say. Which says facts. I had to learn to close my mouth. Everyone on that podcast timing these days thinking every thought needs to be heard by a fan base. No. And like I kept telling the lady, like, I'm not a fan of Floyd. I boxed. That's what you're misunderstanding, ma'am. I'm telling you, for a boxing standpoint, guys like Floyd, they don't lose their skill over this short period of time if they've been running around fake boxing. They just don't. And that's the truth. Evander Holyfield was still boxing at a late age. Like, that's why I be saying I don't be arguing with boxing, especially with people who never box. I'm not about to argue with you about that. It doesn't make any sense for me. It doesn't. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It makes no sense for me. I'm like literally keep trying to tell you that certain things does not work like that. When you're trying to tell me something else. And it's confusing. And it's just like, why do you keep doing that when it doesn't work like that? I'm just telling you it doesn't work like that, buddy. You gotta just chill out with it. We're gonna hit this Napoles that is here. We gotta hit that today. And make some Fendi. Says the laws of God actually explain why living in delusion is only destructive truth. Don't mean good. Don't meant. It says truth didn't ain't meant to feel good all the time. It's just not. It only feel good when you live it. That's the trick. Yeah, feel. That's the trick. It's only feel good when you live it. When you live the truth, it feels great. When you don't live it, it don't feel good because you don't know it. You just making up things, and when you do that, stuff comes to you. Those are just facts. Things come to you. That's why I have to write up another letter today and put another thing in there. Yeah, so it's just like it's like, man, why are you trying to? And that's when I start realizing, like, I on certain channels and stuff like that, I can't be on there arguing with you about boxing when you never done it, you don't know it. You see what I'm saying? See, so spell this. Mm, wonderful. Yeah, man. I don't have time to be arguing those words or any other words with you because it makes no sense. So yeah, I had to back up out of there, get on here, talk to the squad, and then call it a day. So ego was meant to be alone. He trying to use his followers to justify his opinion versus your experience. He says F that 200K dummies blind leading the blind. What's good with Bobby McRoy Troy? No, we just in here yapping about that boxing and about Floyd's skill set in the and boxing period and how his skill set will match up against these younger guys. Just not Floyd, but you know somebody with Floyd's skill set, like the old school '80s skill set. So it's not hard to see. And then when I got to actually explaining things that actually happen in boxing, like Sugar Ray Leonard coming back trying to fight guys and getting whooped, but then coming back again trying to fight guys and whooping them at certain weights, like those things can be done. And then and they're like, well, these guys ain't fought. I said, listen, back then they was At 36, they had even more miles on them than these folks boxing today. These folks boxing today ain't boxing consistently. Them dudes back here had miles because they did amateurs that had no headgears. I'm explaining all of this, and y'all just like, yeah, well, F that. If you can, you think I'm explaining it to you, the things that actually happen in history, and you keep talking about, do I think? Hey, blood. That's what I'm like, man. I don't have time for that. Let's see who hit the cash appy. My man Bobby McRoy with the $40, bro. What are you doing, my G? Why would you do that? Hold on. We gotta get the music going. My bad, bud. Good looking, family. Bobby McRoy with the $40 cash app. I know Ego wants to Ego wanted to be a boxer. That's his ego. I mean, what I don't know what you guys want me to how to say it or how you want me to say it. She said, "Hold on, hey, what are you talking about, man? I did change it. Yeah, you should become a trainer. You second to none. Hey, Robert Carlos, I appreciate that compliment. I'm in hood tech, but I have trained, bro. I've trained. That's what I was doing as a professional. You must be new to the channel. A lot of you guys be saying things that I've already have done in my 30s. Like I've been training people, blood, taking them to Mexico, getting them scraps, mitting them up, doing a whole training camp, cutting their weights, doing diets. Like I got mad footage. Yeah, everybody was doing their own thing, bro. I ain't even about to. He said Ego switched up on Hamza because he had more bars than him, and he chose sides with Earl Spence back in these days when the beef started. No, because the beef was getting personal, and he not really like that. It's like I don't know why people be that. I mean, I can't actually. I mean, yes, I can. You know what I mean? When I look at the factors of what was going on, yeah. Like, so I'm not about to act like I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? I know how it is. I know I know how it is. I know what it is. I ain't tripping. People do it all the time. They was doing it when I was going into the gyms. People be projecting saying I'm hating because I'm telling the truth. But when we in the gyms, everybody always got something about how I do this and how this need to go like this. And I used to be like, that's crazy. Then as soon as we get in there sparring, you can't even do nothing. Shout out to my man Bobby McRoy with the bread, with the $40 cash appy. Brian McRoy. Now listen, that's why you get those when you obey God's law. That's why it's 40, the 42 laws, but my odd is number four. He got the triple heart. Seven. It's also on the right side. Shout out to my man McRoy. I had some things to do. I wasn't even gonna go live. I actually need a new printer because I was printing so much on mine. That ink, that Canon printer is a good startup printer, but it's still a cheaper printer because it's only like $54. So I just sacrificed it just to have a printer, and now having one, a printer is a must. So it's like I'm about to buy a HP printer so I can, get my print on. And they be pretty much, and they feed in from the top. So I'm gonna really get on that type of printer. So this printer, it got a lot of mechanisms too. The Canon printer, it go up, fold, come out, and it's just too much. No, just a free flow printer, and it's kind of like an all-in-one scan type situation. Is love. Oh yeah, it's changed here. I already sent you this the change. Yeah. So Ellie set It said Ellie set us back, open a portal for a bunch of casuals to come in. Oh yeah, like coming off knowledge check. Like that's the thing. Like if I do something, I don't be tripping if that's how you do your thing to get to what you need to get, do your thing. But I'm gonna talk technical boxing because that's what I did. Like that's what I like to talk about. I like to break down the skill set of it. That's what boxing is. So when you talk about somebody being more exciting, it's because they don't know the boxing they think they know. At the end of the day, it's technical boxing. You're not exciting. You're not exciting because you don't know boxing like you think you know it. And then when I started explaining it, saying, listen, if he would just be controlling the middle of the ring, and when dude come in there, he'd be jabbing, hooking off of it, up it, slipping him, throwing, what I'm saying, working the jab, moving, sharp on it, bang, 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 hitting him, knowing how to triple up and use your speed and timing and defense. People would be like, man, he nice in there. He running the hook today. He doing all types of Move like you don't know how to do none of that. That's just a fact of the matter. You don't know how to do any of that. You don't be jabbing, hooking off of. You not doing none of those moves, bro. You're not. And you can't be mad at nobody about that. You cannot be mad. You cannot be mad about that with nobody. You're not doing the moves, bro. You're not doing them. That's just what's real with it. You're not doing them. I'm looking at you. You think you probably think you are in your mind, but when you really go back and start watching them old school tapes, you will start seeing, oh no, I am not boxing like that. I'm not doing nowhere near that type of work. That's just a fact. Shakur is not doing the type of work that needs to be deemed exciting, even in his boxing style. Briscoe Monroe said, if I just look at pure skill, Boots Ennis is a fighter for me that has the most potential going forward. The way he slips and rolls, creating angles, is next level. No, it's not. What next level is it is? Because listen, if he was doing all of that, why do he be moving all over the ring? I'm gonna break you down right now, Mr. Briscoe Monroe. If you got those skills, those are to be done in the middle of the ring. That's what makes you a ring general. Control him in the middle. Control the middle of the ring. That's boxing's rules, not mine. I just follow them. He doesn't control the middle of the ring, and he cannot fight going forward. He's like Abdullah Mason. Once you put him in there with another boxer, you're gonna see once they get to slipping and sliding and they get to missing because they can't fight coming forward. And they have a hard time with pressure fighters with power who not biting on all your feints and they just throwing wild punches and coming over top, making it rough. I'm telling you what is gonna happen. And y'all gonna be like, well, no, I think, and no, on a professional level, on a professional level. That's what my channel is about. Other professionals can come in and I could just break the style down. Boots is not nothing new to nobody in boxing. Yeah, Chuak Zion. Y'all gotta let these guys like develop. And listen, Boots is 27, bro. 28, something like that. He should be developed. He still ain't fighting nobody. He's still trying to get this little work where Avasa what's dude's name? That Bud fought like ain't nobody trying to fight you, Boots. It's like you I'm starting to see you don't want that 54 work. If it was next level, go to 54 and do it. Get some work with Virgil Ortiz. You're not trying to do that. He ain't trying to get in there with standing on this. He's not trying to do it. You're not gonna see that true level at that because he don't have defense like y'all think he got it. I'm tired of just playing with I don't play with boxing like that. Yeah, Van Sion. Avanasean. Avanesian, that's what they call him, but it's Avanesian. Avanesian. Yeah, like, he about to fight Avanesian now, but like that ain't nobody with no puncher. He dude can't punch for real. He ain't about to do nothing, bro. He ain't about to see nothing with that. I already know what he can't deal with, and he can't not getting in there with it. He could get. So listen, I keep saying this, but ain't nobody gonna want to see it because they don't understand boxing. I want to see him fight Jamal James. That's what I want to see him fight. See, they tried to blackball Cuz because he was so tall and he a hard fight and he be boxing. So they shelved him to let some of these other guys get out here and they doodle balls. I'm telling you they is. They not nice like that. They just not. I'm sorry, bud. They not sweet like that. Boots ain't sweet like that. Like people who really know boxing be like, he all right, he okay. I watch Sugar Ray Leonard on a regular basis, bro. Sugar Ray Leonard stops people when they don't know what they're doing. If Sugar Ray Leonard would have been in there with that dude Chuhat Zion, but Sugar Ray would have stopped him, bro. Like what? Like a person with Sugar Ray Leonard's skill set. See, that's what people don't know how to explain. A person with Sugar Ray Leonard's skill set, bro, would have stopped him. That's just what it is, bro. You could you could be mad about it. You could throw a hissy fit, whatever, bro. I don't. I'm not tripping. As a professional boxer who did it and understands somebody's skill, when you get in there with dude, his skill set is not. He doesn't have enough skills. And that's what I keep saying. With this age, at this age, at this age, at this age, at this age, they just keep saying it. At this age, at this age, you think it, I keep saying blood, that it doesn't work like that with boxing, with age. Boxing thrives on skill set. And there's people who have boxed that have showed people over and over that boxing is about the skill set. The age is not always the determining factor in the all-time greats case. That's why they be doing things like, man, I think I can come back with this landscape. It's trash. They don't understand that because they never boxed. So how would you know? You don't. So and Shakur boring is because he don't know how to jab to the body. See that? He not doing none of that. That was all the front hand as a left-hander. He not doing none of that. He not doing half of it, a little bit of it. He not. He going, and he don't even know how to flick it from here. He don't even know how to. He going back and don't even know how to flick the jab from right there. Nobody taught him that. Like you can flick the jab from right there. Like as soon as you catch the punches, hey, you just touching him. You're like, you don't know that? You could have did that against Pero. Instead of doing that, you were trying to exchange. No, you catch the punches and you answer back with the jab. Bang, yang, yang. First 4 rounds, that's all you doing. You doing anything else, you foolish. That's not how boxing works when you in there and getting them long rounds. This is why when you're a professional boxer, you're going to understand how to gauge your skills in longer rounds by saying, "Damn, I just did a 6 rounder. That's half of a 12. I could do a 12 for real because if it's a different pace, then all I gotta do is slow down, keep him at bay, go to the guts. He not gonna be able to keep this pace for 12 rounds. That's why you gotta have a game plan. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta have a good jab, a good stick. Like pause. Like Shakur, you don't have a good stick. You don't have a good jab. Like you're not sticking the jab. This is why you're not looking exciting. Your style isn't exciting because it doesn't have the skill set to make it look good. That's just what I mean. It's just common sense. If you know boxing, you're not doing the things that you need to do with the skills, with the talent that you have. You haven't trained these skills into there. Like you gotta these things that I'm mentioning. You have to work into your craft. It's just common sense, bro. Catching punches and answering back with your jab down the pipe is something that you have to work in your craft. Like you can't just if you're not even working that on the mitts, then what are you doing? Like I don't even a lot of stuff I'm doing on the mitts, I don't even explain it sometimes when we start learning. I just be teaching it. Like I mean, I just be having you do it, and you get to like we might do a slip roll 2-3-2 double jab. I won't even that we'll be doing that a lot, but then I won't even have you doing it. I'll just be like slip roll instead of coming with under and coming with the 2-3-2. I'll just have you triple jabbing and double jabbing. And I'm like, no, you just gonna you'll be slipping, slip, roll, bang, just touching them off the slips, hitting them with the jab, slip, double jab, uppercut. You know what I mean? You're not learning that. If you never did that, how are you gonna be exciting? I just slipped your shots and just touched you with the hard jab, pause, down the pipe, pause, yang, and then hooked off of it. Yang, I'm damn near knocked you out off that. Then went to your guts, yang. Then you tried to get off again, I caught some shots, and then just let nothing. Yang hitting you with the jab down the pipe. Like, that's how you supposed to be working. You not working like that. You're not catching those shots in the shell, even as a lefty, and then turning him with the jab. Where is that phrase? I don't hear nobody in the corner, hey man, you ain't turning the man with the jab. This fake boxing has to stop. This fake thinking you know boxing because you can hold a mitt, that don't mean nothing all the time. You gotta have all assets and facets of the skill set, and you have to know how to articulate it in a way for people to grasp what you're saying so they can articulate it through the body movements of boxing. Those are bars, and that's why I get paid the bucks. Hey, listen, if you come in, we're breaking down real boxing on this channel as a professional. So if you just coming in here saying core number one and all of this, break down technically why. 2007 club. Y'all want to see it in real time? Explain it right now. Because instead of just coming in the chat, running your mouth and asking what we doing, what we talking about, you came in core number one. How? Explain it. 2007 club. What skill set does he possess that makes him number one at all times? And I'm gonna tell you how he don't possess it. Through the attributes of professional boxing, from being a professional, competing, training alongside Andre Ward, seeing the Floyd Mayweathers in his gym, actually sparring in his gym, and traveling all across the United States, sparring guys in different gym and competing as a professional and as an amateur. So I'm trying to figure out like past the ages where they say I'm supposed to be doing this. So explain how Core is number one. What skills do he possess? And do you know the difference between skills and athleticism when it comes to the sweet science of boxing? So at the end of the day, you have to strip the athleticism away from the guys and break their skills down. Are you breaking these guys' skills down? Are you doing that? Because I did this, and I start breaking my own athleticism down and using strictly skill in boxing and understanding the jab and things. Shakur don't got he not number one. His skills would say that he not undisputed. Don't nobody want to see him fight. You just in here defending him when we're talking about the skill set and why he's not deemed exciting. He's not exciting because his skill set doesn't allow him to be exciting because the people who are trying to articulate boxing to him are not his trainers. You don't hang around Dre or hang around. No, you got to be trained by these guys. He ain't fought nobody that had the potential chance to beat him. He fought a guy yesterday who was a bronze medalist. That means he wasn't better than him in the amateurs. And he fought a guy exactly. And he fought a guy he did not stop yesterday. Tank will knock Shakur's brains out of his sockets. They both left-handed. You haven't explained anything technically. So if you don't explain it, I'm gonna give you a 24-hour timeout. We don't even do it. You can see Stevenson getting better. No, he not getting better with each fight. You just talking. Well, if he getting better with each fight, sir, I'm gonna read your comments before I bust your pack down. Core ain't got no inside work game either. Look at Pernell. Even he had inside work game, different leagues. Yeah, because Pernell Whitaker was trained by George Benton, who invented the Philly shell. George Benton is right-handed. George Benton is right-handed. He trained Pernell Whitaker, who was a left-hander. He was a professional. So then the next comment say, you know what? I'm gonna read them off my phone. I'm gonna read them off my phone. Cause it's gonna make the live a cook. It's gonna make it to where I'm cooking your beans. He's saying, oh, y'all talking today. Y'all want me to break y'all all down. I get it. I'm breaking y'all all down. We breaking all comments down with real facts. Here we go. Hold on. Let's say a prayer before before we bring the deceased to life. Let's say a prayer because in the Egyptian books, it's all about bringing the deceased to life, and the deceased man is a man with no knowledge. So we about to break this chat down real quick for you. For you. Hold on, we gonna make sure this chat is a live one. Bang. And then we gonna make sure it's live in here. All right. Hold on, we gotta say the prayer. Hold on, bow your head. All right. It says first Briscoe said, "You're right. He had trouble cutting off the ring against the Karen dude. He's been too inactive." That's Boots. Because the fake boxing is over. If you don't know real boxing, it's gonna put you in a corner like Triple G, like you where you can't. It's like, damn, why I can't keep scrapping? Why you not gonna keep scrapping? Where your scraps at? Why you not gonna keep working, blood? Where your work at? Why you gotta get your work in? So then we gonna go on to the next comment. I want to see him against someone like Standing on this or Charlo at 54. Hey, blood boots ain't about to do nothing like that because he ain't really got no chin. For real. That's why he ain't never fighting nobody with power. So then I'm gonna go on. I'm just going over why they box Rex and they not and they inactive. Listen, this man 27. He should why he can't fight 4 times in a year. Cause he trying to pick and choose and no blood, it don't work like that. I'm giving you the business and real technical skill. And if he really was nice like that, Boots, he could do all what he doing in the middle of the ring. He don't be doing it. He be pulling up. He just like Big Baby. They got the Ohio and Philly boxing style as amateurs. They don't know how to sit down as pros and take the gear to the next level. You got to learn that from real pros. And his dad was a pro, but you got to be careful of what pro training you because his dad lost his first professional fight against somebody he was supposed to beat, meaning he wasn't that good from jump. From jump, not my rules. I looked at the box rec. Hey, listen, y'all be wanting me to bust these people packs. I'm gonna bust them. I'm gonna bust their pack. I don't care. Like, it's the truth. Is the truth. It says he can do all the slippy, tricky, ducky stuff versus cab drivers, real boxers and punchers. Gonna show you who, gonna show us who is for real. That's why David ain't looking good against Vosdick. Exactly. That's the same thing with the boots. You're running around trying to get to levels that you're not at skillfully yet. You didn't look good against Vosdick because you're not that good skillfully, blood. My bad. You're not that good skillfully. That's just the truth of the matter. That's the truth, blood. Oh, let me scoot over to the camera so y'all can really see. That's the truth. You're not Heems like that. You not Heems. No, David didn't look good. Everybody, he was supposed to stop, dude. You gotta, if you go up to 70, see, this is a real boxing channel. If you went up to 75, you was supposed to be Heems because Better BF stopped him. You didn't stop him. At Better BF's, this is the truth. Better BF stopped him and he took 4 years off. You went in there and struggled. You didn't stop him. And then you talk about you need to go back down to 68. So no, you didn't. And to a professional's eyes, you didn't look good. Maybe to the casual eye of a man who never had no professional work, you look good. To you didn't look good. David was a monster until Vosdick came and was 38 boots. He will he will be Bud's best next opponent until they say him in there with some real exactly. But Boots ain't fought nobody. And Bud will stop Boots, even at this age. David, and that's why Boots at 54 about to get real work with heavier guys. And he's trying to fight Bud's older guys who already been knocked out cold. Like, come on, man. Like, that's actually what happened. Um, it says Briscoe Monroe, David need to stay at 68. He don't got the power for 175. Try y'all, you miss. I'm gonna break your comment down, Briscoe. You're wrong. Hey, hit my cash app. Hey, hit my cash app. Cause I'm about to bust every comment pack in here. So get it going, cause we about to bust pack. So get ready to hit the cash app in the John. Briscoe in this comment saying, listen, when you go up in weight, you have to improve your defense and your skills. It has nothing to do with weight. You have to improve the skill set and defense first so that you can slip the guys and break them down punch by punch like Floyd did. Like, you have to do that. These guys don't have the skills to break down heavier fighters to stop them because they don't possess defense. It's just what it is. I'm sorry. That's just how boxing works. Sugar Ray Leonard started at 140 and stopped Donnie Lalonde at 175 and said, man, that man could punch. He was a 75 pounder. I don't care nothing about dude barking no more. I don't care nothing about it. He about to be barking like crazy. Like, so that's y'all guys not making no sense when we talking real boxing, professional boxing. To come up in weight, you gotta have skill. Roberto Duran started at 119, went to 160, 168. Sugar Ray Leonard started at 140, went up to 175. Tommy Hearns started at 140, 47, went up to 175. What are you talking about? He needed to know. He needs to improve his skill set by getting a professional coach. That's the truth. Let's go on to the next comment. Cure ain't got no inside game neither. Look at Pernell. We talked about that. He doesn't. He doesn't have inside work, so he's not number one. You can be number one in boxing without having inside work. That's just what it is. We don't have to scream about it or anything. Shakur needs to let his hands go. Listen, we don't use them terms over here in boxing. Somebody need to let their hands go. No, Shakur needs to get a professional coach to teach him how to execute a proper jab, hooking, sticking, flicking, upping, and being in position to land those punches so he doesn't get hit defensively. Because hanging around and sparring somebody ain't teaching him that. And he can spar him all he wants. It still needs to be taught. He's not learning it. So what do you want us to do? I'm only can tell you the real of boxing. So that's it. That's what really needs to happen. As a professional, being a professional and coaching other professionals, you need to get around real boxers so you can learn real boxing. Someone who can describe to you how to get in position in the left hand stance and land the shot and come underneath and then get on the mitts and tell you how to do it. No, you need to go right here and then right here. And then you need to be at this angle and then execute the jab from right there. Yang, yang. And then you roll the hook up under. Yang, yang. And then I'm going to turn with you. Soon as I turn, yeah, I'm not tripping. Boots is a good fighter. He's not an elite fighter. That's why I'm busting everybody's pack. Y'all want y'all pack busted, so I'm gonna bust it with the words that you're using because I really watch the words that I say. So we're gonna keep going over it again. We're gonna keep going down. You can see Stevenson getting better with each fight. His punches becoming more clean and accurate. He is more defensive. That's a lie. If he could do that by judging a boxing fight on the 4 criteria and ring generalship, then what he could do is do all of that in the middle of the ring like James Toney did, catching, blocking, slipping, rolling. if he was doing that, he will be more exciting. He's not doing it because soon as they get in there, he's jumped straight back. That's what he actually did in the fight. We watched him and O'Shake Foster do it in the fight. They don't know how to fight in the pocket, in the middle of the ring without getting hit. You gotta master that. If you can't master that, you're not gonna be exciting. We're gonna go on. So his defense didn't get better because he didn't do none of his defense in the middle of the ring according to the rules of boxing as a ring general. As a ring general, bro. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. Y'all need to be tagging Cam in this. Hey, tag the Cam in them. Tag the it is what it is in here, blood. Tag them in here. Tag them in here right now. Start tagging them in here. Start tagging the is what it is podcast in here. And then we gonna go on with more comments and break them down. Your defense get better when they look like Canelo's defense in the middle of the ring. You got to be able to defend going forwards and backwards and side to side. You can't do that. If you can't do that, then you're not the best. You're not nowhere near the best, bro. I've been doing this and talking it. You're not the best. You're not close to the best. You don't have what they call the all-time great boxing style. You're not doing what Dre and Floyd and them was doing. You got to control the middle of the ring with that behavior in sparring and in the gym. And your person who training you got to be able to articulate how to do it. That's just what it is, bro. Casual talk, how his punches is cleaner. His defense ain't improved at all. What you talking about? He don't know. Tank gonna knock Shakur out. He is, if he don't improve his skill set. Williams Apeta will stop Shakur. I need to see it. Because all he going to be doing is moving and running and panicking. As soon as I see our man coming forward, throwing tech, we need to see it. That's what I want to see now. Purnell had defense. Zab even had better head movement than Shakur. He's levels below being number one. Levels, because Zab Judah was actually an undisputed welterweight champion. Undisputed welterweight, and Zab Judah started at 135. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. And it's all about technical boxing. I talk technical boxing. So before you even come and trying to get live with me about any boxing, I'm breaking down technically why he not good like that and why these guys do not match up against guys because they're not learning from guys who done it. And I said, it, blood. That's it. You got to get in there with somebody who done it now. We back into the spiritual age of the golden age. So things have to take on their true forms. You can't be doing just anything in there. You can't be having somebody who never did it trying to show you because we see it's not working like that. We seeing it. Floyd would stand and trade with people in the pocket. He would counter and look for opportunities, and he has ring awareness and pace is unmatched to this day. That's a fact. Floyd will stand in the middle of the ring and listen, Floyd will move into you. Listen, blood, I'm going to break down exactly what Floyd do. Floyd will get on his toes and move, but he will move in a way where he will use the jab off the movement and he will float. Then on top of that, when you got tired of moving, when Floyd was moving and flowing, and you got tired of chasing, and he seen you stood still, he would stop, stand still, bend his knees, and start shooting a sharp jab down the pipe. I watched it. He did that. Shakur not doing that. He don't know how to mix up the movement with the boxing and moving. He don't know how to do none of that. He not watching Floyd on the mitts boxing move. He not doing it. And he not watching them fights. And he not watching it on the level he think he watching it. He not. He not. I know he not. He need to sign with Floyd and let Floyd train him. We moving on. Shakur soft. He complain and make too many excuses. Yeah, I'm not trying to hear that. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses in no boxing. There are no excuses, bro. We not doing it. Next, who are we at with it? Shakur dominated, and they still complaining. No, he didn't dominate, bro. You're using words that don't make no sense. Shakur did not dominate. He did not dominate. Shakur did not dominate. Dominating he would have stopped dude. He would have stopped dude. He did not dominate, blood. You cat. That's cat. Hold on. He did not dominate. That's that's grade A cat. That's grade A cat. He did not dominate. That's why we're talking about it. That's why we're discussing it now. He did not dominate. What is my phone doing, blood? Like, come on, blood. Like, what is you doing? Like, oh, blood. Like, what are you doing? Like, when you trying to do something, blood, anything could just be happening. It's just retarded. Hey, listen, we gonna go keep going over these comments real quick, and then I'm a bust the packs. And let's go back into the comments section. Finish these off. Yeah, but he didn't dominate. He should have stopped, dude. He should have stopped. Shakur Stevenson should have stopped him. He didn't stop him, so he didn't dominate him. He boxed his ears off, but he didn't. He should have stopped him. He didn't know how to stop him because he wasn't. He don't know how to use his jab correctly to look even exciting and look like he throwing more punches. He not man. All right, we just gonna keep going. He didn't look good against a trash fighter. It's no dude ain't even trash. How do dude was a gold medalist, only got 12 fights and 10 knockouts. He should have he got a but the 10 knockouts he got was against nobodies. And he's stoppable. Frank Martin almost stopped him. Boots is a good fighter. Hamza, you tripping. Yes, he's a good fighter, but he's not an elite, all-time great fighter. He doesn't have the all-time great boxing style. He doesn't. He doesn't know how to fight coming forward. So he is a good fighter. He's not a great elite fighter. He has mad work to do. David did not look good. You go up to 75. When Canelo went up to 75 and fought an ex-champion, a three-time champion in Kovalev, he stopped him. And he's way smaller than David. This is why I'm going to bust your pack. David did not look good because all the attributes that y'all say he can use to beat Canelo, he couldn't use to beat somebody at 75. With a three-time world champion in Kovalev, he beat him. He stopped him, knocked him out cold. Explain it. But then when David was in there at 68 against Caleb, he didn't stop Caleb, but he got the size and all of this to stop Canelo. But then when Canelo was in there with David, his skill set allowed him to stop him. So when we go up to 75, he's stopping people. And then when he come down to 68, he's still stopping people. David going up to 68 and 75, and he can't stop none of these guys. And y'all saying the size that he got gonna stop Canelo. That don't make no logical sense in the realm of boxing because he not showing it within his own fights. Don't even mention it. It's not even be discussed. We'll move on. David would be better BF. You need a break. You need a break. Where you at? You got to go to timeout. You sound crazy. You need a 30-minute timeout, Diggs. You just talking. You just talking, blood. You just talking. David will be better. Man, shut up. Shut up. Shut your mouth. He got a 100% knockout ratio and all the belts in his weight class, except for Bivol. And this man couldn't even stop the man that he stopped and retired him for 4 years. You need a 30-minute break. You sound crazy. That's why these niggas get breaks on my jaw, because they be talking so delusional. Your comments ain't even worth breaking down. Shakur, the one to stop Tank, you need a break. You need a break too. You need a break. Put you in timeout for 30. He the one to stop Tank, but he didn't stop a man who not even as good as Tank. Break, you need it. I haven't seen Shakur's chin tested exactly. Maybe he need someone else than Wale Moses. Maybe a Ronnie Shields corner would help. Exactly. Ain't no way Ray fought 75. That's crazy bars, Hamza. That means if you don't improve, you'll be taken out by force. Laws of boxing game, real blood. People die in this. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. Ray Leonard beat the white boy Donnie Lalonde at 75 to reclaim a title. Ray Leonard is a 175-pound world champion, bro. He's a light heavyweight world champion. Donnie Lalonde was all of 6 feet, 6'2". He was a real light heavyweight. He needs Floyd to save his career. You are absolutely right. Absolutely right. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct, dog. You're absolutely correct, dog. I need to go to my community. Hold on. I need to go to my community so I can post. Yeah, blood, y'all gotta start understanding real boxing. This ain't no fake boxing channel. We talk real boxing over here. We not here to play with you. I'll break it down fundamentally what needs to happen so that you can actually look more exciting. It has something to do with your training and who's training you and your skill set. Because at the end of the day, it's professional boxing, and that is derived on skills. Yeah, that's what I'm trying not to hear this boots talk. I'm not trying to hear it, bro. I'm not trying to hear it. I'm not trying to hear it. It's not even something that I want in my ears. Yeah, I'm not trying to hear it like that. You just talking. You just yapping, dog. You just yapping, dog. It's crazy. We gonna get on here and talk about it in the corner. In 4K real quick. That's why we need the gold mic. We gonna get that gold mic going. I need to get that gold mic. The blog and boxing is going right now. So I gotta get it together. Hey, listen. We gonna be 100 with it. If you talking about boxing and looking exciting, we talking about boxing and looking exciting. You don't look exciting because you don't have the skills to look exciting. That's what at the end of the day you can say whatever. It's about coming forward and all of that. He need to let his hands go. How why he need to let his hands go like what? Technically, how he gonna do that? He needs to learn how to do that in training by a professional boxer. If Shakur Stevenson wants to get better at anything, he needs to learn professional boxing from a professional. You can people can be mad. You could say all that. Professional boxing has been around longer than Shakur. You have to learn how to execute jab and hook and up and off of it, stick and flick and feinting, learn how to stay defensively sound in the shell and executing the jab off that. You can't have fake boxers trying to teach you, people who never did this, teaching you something that they never did. It just doesn't work like that. Why does everyone want nobody see that if you want to be more exciting, you got to learn the better skill set? That's just all that means. You have to learn a better skill set. If you're talking about boxing and looking exciting, we talking about boxing and looking exciting. You don't look exciting because you don't have the skills to look exciting. That's what at the end of the day you can say whatever. It's about coming forward and all of that. He need to let his hands go. How wide? He need to let his hands go like what? Technically, how he gonna do? He needs to learn how to do that in training by a professional boxer. If Shakur Stevenson wants to get better at anything, he needs to learn professional boxing from a professional. People can be mad, you can say all that. Professional boxing has been around longer than Shakur. You have to learn how to execute jab and hook and up and off of it, stick and flick and feint, and learn how to stay defensively sound in the shell and executing the jab off that. You can't have fake boxers trying to teach you, people who never did this, teaching you something that they never did. It just doesn't work like that. Why does everyone want to know? I don't know why people in their mind, I do know why, because they want to justify their sensual emotions and passions. And that's crazy because it just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that, blood. You gotta learn boxing from people who actually did it, bro. And it's just what it is. You don't grow when you don't learn it. You got somebody teaching you something they never experienced. So they can't build you through the experiences that they went through. So that way when you get in them, they can say, no, you gotta relax right there. This happened to me. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. But you gotta relax. Keep your elbows right here so they can't go back to that spot. When you go to somebody, man, that's not even a question. You can't even ask somebody who never boxed how to win and how and none of that. You just can't. You just can't, blood. It don't work like that. You can't do it. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't, blood. It just doesn't. It just doesn't, my G. I never seen it work like that. I never seen it. I never seen it, blood. I never seen it. You gotta have a team. Exceptions do not make the rule. Yeah, you listen. Your hobby is a hobby is corpus. Exactly, hobby is corpus. Show me the body. Show me the body, blood. You're not showing me the body. We put a body in front of you and said, make this exciting, and he couldn't. He couldn't, bro. He couldn't make it exciting. He couldn't. He could not make it exciting, dog. He could not make it exciting. He couldn't make it exciting, dog. Those things thrive on your skill set, bruh. Like that's just what it is. Like if your skill set not there, you're not gonna be exciting. You think you doing what Floyd was and these guys is doing, you're not doing it. Skill for skill, technically, you're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're not doing nothing close to that, bro. You're not doing nothing to that like that. You're not doing nothing like that. So that's like, why are you complaining that my promoter ain't doing? It's not their promoter. They gave you somebody. That guy was smaller than you. That guy was beatable. They gave him and Oshake Foster two beatable guys, and they didn't perform. They didn't perform, bro. They didn't perform. I did a film study on the fight on my channel, and dude was just backing up jabbing. He wasn't backing up jabbing. He didn't check hook. He didn't check uppercut. He didn't stay in a pocket with his defense, catch the punches, come underneath, over top with the. He didn't do none of that. You can't tell me he did that. You can't even tell me he was hooking off the jabbing and hooking to the body and coming up under. He wasn't doing none of that. There's no way you could tell me he was doing that. He wasn't doing none of that. Like, you're not learning that. You're not learning that from nobody who did this. You're not doing it. You didn't do it. You just talking. You just talking. You just talking, blood. Look, as soon as I go.
Devontae for this training camp for about 4 or 5 weeks.
As soon as I turn it on.
It's a great experience for both of us. We both learning.
Hey, listen, look.
Training experience for both of us. We both learning and getting a lot better off each other. Just being young and hungry, when we come into the gym, we get straight to the point where we're not going to get stuff on. This is a rare experience. You don't really see two rock stars sparring each other and then helping each other out. I'm glad I'm involved in it. Shakur being in the Olympics, showing me the different skills and different outlooks on things that he learned.
Exactly.
I've been training.
If you're a VTuber, you know how hard it can be sometimes to get the tech side of things.
And then now they're talking about he landing a rate a certain amount of punches. That's not the problem. Yes, sir. Hold on, blood. Say it again. I'm gonna call you back because I'm live. Hey, can y'all still hear? What's good with Lance Meyer? Can y'all hold on? Let me check the volume because people calling me while I'm live. Let me check the volume. The volume. Yo. The volume. Yo. Yeah, we still got volume. People be calling me during the chat. Yeah, so like just even talking about Shakur and understanding like how these things work, like he not exciting because he don't know how to execute a jab, a hook, a uppercut. He don't know how to do skillful things. He don't know how to bring his skills out. Nobody's trained him to do that, a professional. That's what it is. Definitely grounded between boring and rock'em sock'em robots. But to know that you have to have the skill set to know that. That at the end of the day, y'all, it's boxing. Like, what are we talking about? He's boring because he doesn't have great offensive skills. He hasn't mastered the defensive skill set with the offensive skill set of boxing, dog. That's just what it is. I don't know what else y'all want me to say about it, but he doesn't have that skill set. He doesn't have them, dog. He doesn't have it. Ain't nothing you could tell me. I watched this fight. Him and Cuz don't got it. I ain't trying to hear it. I watched them both. I watched him and O'Shake Foster. They don't have it. I watched them both. We got almonds. We just boiled, and we about to take the skin off of them. I watched them both, bro. I watched both of the fights. They both were the same fights, except Shakur did a little more coming forward in spots. But Shakur didn't do anything. He did nothing in there. I was watching it. My man went to bed. My homie Aaron went to sleep, blood. He was like, man, dude is not pulling no moves. He wasn't pulling no moves in there, dog. He wasn't doing no moves. He was, and that's when Devontae was like, man, he don't be slipping. He don't be slipping and he don't move his head. I keep telling y'all think that's a joke. Y'all think moving your head is a joke. I keep telling y'all, if your fighter don't move his head, He gonna get knocked out in there. And y'all just keep thinking that don't mean nothing. You're not doing like what Pernell was doing. You're not touching with your jab, and you can't. That's the thing. You're supposed to be the best boxer in the world. How did you let somebody run around the ring and box you? That don't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. How did you let that man run around the ring and box you? It makes no sense. It makes none, blood. That's what I'm like, man, niggas. People just be talking when it comes to the boxing and the craft because if you really know it, you will know what the mistakes Shakur is making and why he's not excited. And it has something to do with his skills. He doesn't have a good skill set. He doesn't have a good offensive palate. Do I gotta say it like that so y'all can understand what I'm saying? Shakur doesn't have a good offensive palate. Maybe that's what. Maybe y'all get it when I say it like that. When I say it like that, then y'all understand it. Shakur doesn't have a good offensive palate. He doesn't know how to execute a proper jab. He doesn't know how to use his punches in combination to land. You know what I mean? Like he don't know how to use both hands. He hasn't mastered how to use his defense according with his offense. He doesn't know that. If he knew it, we would see it because it has nothing to do with a man moving around in the ring. You could do all of that with them Sugar Ray Leonards. Like that, it don't work like that with them. They'll slow you down and beat you and stop you. That's just what they was doing. And they didn't have no excuses. Them guys was getting stopped. They had better skills, offensively and defensively. Do you be watching them? If you want to, and that's the thing, if you want to get paid with boxing, you got to take boxing serious, more serious with your film studies. These guys don't know nobody. They ain't studying these film. They not doing that, man. I'm telling you, they not. If they would know exactly why they not stopping these guys. Why can't I stop him? Why he was just running? Hey, blood, I don't care. My bad. I don't care nothing about him running around in there. I don't. I don't care about it. You're not telling me nothing. Man, he was running. They put me in there with a guy who was no, they put you in there with a guy who was stoppable. And you couldn't stop him. And that's just you don't have the offensive skill set to be stopping people. You haven't worked on that. It's just like they talking about everything but why they couldn't stop the guy technically. Like you didn't stop the guy technically. See, that's the difference between me and these jokers. I'm gonna break you down technically because at the end of the day, if you're not looking exciting, if you're not letting your hands go, if you're not doing any of this stuff that we're looking for that the old school guys used to be doing, is because you don't have that skill. That's just ain't nothing to say, ain't nothing to you talking like it's boring or rock'em sock'em robots out there. It's ground between. Just cause fans don't want to see and be bored don't mean they want to see rock'em sock'em. Yeah, Gotti had no head movement, but that's why his career wasn't as long as other guys because he didn't have head movement. He made the money he made for that time, but that comes to an end. You have to understand the balance between offense and defense. Like, those guys were mid-tier fighters. People came, but they didn't make crazy money. Like, after Floyd busted dude's pack, dude was never the same again. You bugging blood. Floyd busted his pack and he was never the same again. Rest in peace, Arturo Gotti. Floyd busted his pack. He was never the same. So yeah, he made money, but getting your pack busted, and this is what I keep telling y'all. It puts a halt on your paydays, bud. Getting your pack busted puts a halt on your payday. So naming Arturo Gotti, yeah, he got paid, but he never reached the realms of Floyd because he never had the defensive ability, according with the accumulated with the offensive ability to prolong his career in that manner. And Floyd wasn't just defensive in the Arturo Gotti fight. He gave that man a proper beating. He gave that man a crazy beating. Man, Floyd would have stopped Artem so brutally. Floyd would have stopped Artem so brutally, bro. Floyd would have stopped Artem so brutally, it would have been crazy. Floyd could stop Artem right now. You drunk, bro? Floyd will stop Artem right now. No special effects. None. None. Zero. None. Zero, bro. It don't matter. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, when you got skills, they have to show in a professional fight. We don't care nothing about who you sparring. He be sparring with. So, why ain't he showing in his fights? Because sparring is only a part of it. You have to have a good teachers. You got to be willing to shut up and listen. If that's the case, you need to be with Bomac and them. Man, Canelo got the best defense in boxing, bro. What are you talking? Like, Canelo has the best defense in boxing. The best, buddy. He has the best defense. That's what I literally was explaining against the Danny Jacobs fight. Boxing can be exciting, but you're not exciting because you don't have the defense you think you got. Defense can be done anywhere, in the pocket, in the corner. You're not doing none of that. You don't understand that it's clean, accurate, effective punching. You got to show them that the punches are not landing by breaking this man down in the pocket. Like, what are we talking about? What James Toney used to be doing? See, it's just too much fake boxing going on. But I'm telling you what's going to happen. No matter what I keep doing, I keep getting back on these bloggings. I'm about to be on Cam's channel talking boxing. They talking about giving money away. Hey, listen, I'm about to be on your jaw talking. Listen, they was just on there. Yeah, I heard Ego really saying somebody, just Ego, some nigga, Ego. I heard him literally saying that on the thing. Yeah, that means it's getting closer. It's getting closer to me. It's getting closer to me. I don't need 100,000. I don't need none of that. What's gonna happen is gonna happen, and I'm gonna be like I knew I was gonna get on these channels. So and then when we talking boxing, I'm gonna be talking it. They're gonna be hitting me, and I'm gonna be breaking it down. Hey, this is what happened when you're watching it as a professional, and you start understanding. It's really about defense. It's the skill. So I ain't gonna have none of that. I'm gonna be like, dang, Troy. Then I'm gonna come back to my channel and talk my talk. Shakur Stevenson has no head movement. He doesn't have real defense. I keep talking y'all about this defense. The first line of defense is head movement. Anybody tell you anything different is tripping. You never boxed. When all out fails, you must move the head to keep it from getting hit when you get hurt to it. When you get hit to the body, you must protect the body and the head so that you don't get caught with a shot you don't see, protecting your body. No, because body shots take away your legs. So it don't, even if you ain't talking about that, you could be moving on your legs. You could be doing all of that. It's not gonna matter because you gotta still move your head. Every fighter had a head movement. It's non-negotiable, and it just can't be random head movement. You have to skillfully know where your head needs to be so that you don't get hit. You can't just keep stepping out of range. You can't just keep doing what you think you're doing because it's not making you look exciting. You're not in a range to land punches. I'll be explaining that to my homie A. I've been explaining it to him for years. That's why I changed. No, I ain't changed my style. I added to my style. I could still move and get on my toes and do all of that and be herky jerky quick. Why do I need to do that? Why do I need to do that, dog? I don't need to do that. I'm going to stand right here and catch your punches and run you into them shots. And you're not going to be doing all of that. You can, I don't care if you Vladimir Hernandez and you constantly just throwing mad shots. I'm going to be sticking you with the jab. You're not just going to be walking through it. The jab is going to have you busted up. Listen, in a 12-round fight, if you spend your 4 rounds jabbing, hooking off of it, coming up under, and moving around and walking, ain't nobody gonna be doing nothing, bro. If you're not punching hard, why I need to be moving around like that? I'm just asking as a professional. You don't have the power. I don't need to be running around no ring, bro. You cut the ring off with the jab. You skip to him. That's how about. Hey, no, June. Hit my Cash App if you want to know, and I'll break it down for you. June, you asking real boxing questions. It says skillful head movement versus casual movement. Getting avoid. You don't need to, but it's good to be able to do when it's necessary. I don't know what you're talking about, but head movement is A1 and it needs to be done at all times. And I explain things the way I explain them because they've actually been done in the ring by other boxers and me in fights. And I could care less what you're talking about. Like, that's just is what it is. Like my man Cam and them be saying, you got to know what to do inside and outside the ring. Yeah, your legs need to be used to create another angle for when a guy is primarily throwing punches without head movement. You take small steps around and what you take small steps around. Listen, Rigo, he and the reason why he's not good at what he's doing anymore because he don't have a proper jab. Rigo don't know how to use his jab. He don't know how to flick the jab. It's that simple. Rigo be not getting hit, but he don't know how to flick the jab. He don't know how to use his jab properly. That's all it is. Like your defense, you gotta move your head and have a good jab, dog. I mean, you can't be just flicking this jab. Like you gotta know how to jab. You gotta be in the range to hook off of it. You gotta know how to stick these shots. So guys are just not running in there, and it needs to be practiced every day. Like everybody knows Devin Haney has a good jab, but he don't have good head movement to keep him out of trouble, and he gets out of position too much. He gets out of position. Those are facts. He gets out of position, dog. He gets out of position. He don't make the necessary moves to stay in position. Neither does Shakur. They don't make the necessary moves to stay in position to get their shots off, blood. It's just they don't do it. They don't know how to do it. They're not doing it. They're not practicing it. It's never going to work out that way. They're not taught to it by a professional. This is what it is, bro. Y'all can be mad about it, talk about it, act like y'all know it. Y'all don't know it. That's why I'm on this thing talking about it. And nobody's talking about what is going to make these guys more exciting in there. And it's their skill sets and the coaching. What the, like, it's boxing, bud. It's boxing. It's boxing, dog. That's all it is. It's boxing. It's boxing at the end of the day. You gotta learn how to box. If you want to be more exciting in and outside of the ring, you have to learn how to box. We're talking about boxing. We're not talking about anything else but what it takes to be successful at how boxing works. Like, and then I get on somebody's cast and they're talking about everything but why he's boring at boxing. And I keep saying, well, he's boring because of these things. He needs to learn these skills. Why ain't really trying to what? That's why he's not looking how he's supposed to be looking because he's not in there with the skills, blood. And then they come back and be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, wait, what? Did you just hear me? Did you hear me? The man doesn't have it because he hasn't trained it in him to have it. So that's it. Be mad at your mama. That's who you be mad at. Don't be mad at me. You gotta be mad at your mom Dookie. I don't want to hear it. I'm telling you. I'm just gonna be like, no, that ain't why. Well, we're gonna talk about why he's boring. Let's talk about it. He's boring because he's not pulling the moves of what needs to be pulled, so he doesn't look crazy boring in there. He's not pulling off these moves. I'm watching it. He's not hooking and doing the things. It's like everybody talking about why Devin got his pack busted, but ain't nobody talking about like Floyd. The reason exactly why he got it busted down is because he was dropping his hand. It had nothing to do with the juice. It has something to do with him dropping his hand. Floyd didn't even talk about the cheating. He was like, well, his hand was down when he was jabbing. That's what was said. Nobody's talking about that. We're talking about everything else in the world. It's crazy. It's crazy, blood. It don't make no. Where's the cayenne pepper, dog? It don't make no logical sense in the realm of what boxing is, because boxing is about throwing punches, catching them, defense. If you're not doing these things, why would you look good? Why would you look like you know what you're doing? You're not. You're not gonna look like you know what you're doing, blood. So like, why would you? That's what I'm trying to figure out for my audience. Why would you think that you're doing Floyd moves when you're not doing Floyd moves? And people are literally saying you're boring. You're boring because you don't have skills. You don't know how to turn the offense to defense and back and forth. You don't know none of that. And then you in the corner not listening to your coach none of the time. You just acting like you got it handled when you don't. You don't have a handle at all. You didn't have a handle, bro. I'm telling you, you didn't. There's no way you had a handle. I watched you. You looked crazy. That's why people were. I'm not gonna say people was walking out just cause you they knew you had the fight won because you boxed people's ears off. Like, so it's just that when it comes to TV, people want to see knockouts. Gervonta is the best with the knockouts. So you gonna have to get on. Well, I'm knocking things down too. Are you? Are you knocking them down? You're not. And that's where you're failing, because in your style, it's not about you gotta be strong and have all this power and grown man strength. You don't. You have to know what shots break guys down. So that's all you gotta do. What shots did you hit them with over and over to make them tired? Like, you're not doing that. You're not. I watched your fight, Shakur, and you didn't go to the body with the right hand. I just keep saying that. Nobody cares because don't nobody really know boxing. He don't know how to land those shots. He don't know how to land those shots. Those are the shots that need to be landed to win these scraps. That's that. The cayenne pepper is right here because I was using it yesterday. So people can be mad about it. Those are not clones because they never learned from Floyd. They never learned from Floyd, bro. We've been on here for 3 hours, bro. We about to, what time is it? We'll come back and do another one. We'll come back. So hey, listen, we about to end this. We'll come back. Listen, you have the power. Know, know that God neither rewards, punishes, kills, or none of that. It left you with the power of controlling things yourself so you could be comfortable. This is the reason why that happens because God doesn't want to be blamed for your mishaps when you got rules that are available and laws to abide by so that you can keep yourself out of harm's way, whether it be spiritually, through business acumen, corporate business, unincorporated or incorporated. You know what I'm saying? So that what are you? You gotta chill because at the end of the day, boxing is a craft. They got the boxing gods too. They do it. If you don't know how the boxing gods do it, sir, can you see me over here? You gotta chill out. You gotta learn the craft so you can look more exciting. So don't blame God. Don't blame Allah. Don't blame the consciousness. Don't blame the supreme beings, Allah. Don't blame none of that. Just no. One yourself. Hit my cash apps.